Setting up on YouTube. All right, looks like we're good. About to record. Welcome everybody to the Yin Yang Wolf Pack, and we are back again. Fuck, look at this. Look at this shit. I got my Yin Yang fucking sweater. This is the shit, man. I love this shit. What's really funny is that I didn't even buy this from you. This was a gift from Base 2 Guardian Alexander Palacio. And it's probably my favorite fucking jacket that I take out. Because if you know, if you're here, you probably know by now that I have like a yin yang right here. I mean, I can't, you can see some of it. You see the top of it right there. Yeah, okay. So apparently he was out one day and he saw this jacket and he was going to buy it for himself, but then he was like, nah, this is for Will. I'm like, damn right. It's for me, motherfucker. It called me from across the universe and made its way to its rightful owner, as all things do. And that's how you should look at this thing, man. Everything that's for you, it's gonna make its way to you. It's in transit, potentially. And then when it's no longer for you, it's gonna go away. Just be accepting of that. It's just like your emotions, it's just like the seasons, it's just like night and day, it's just like the sun. It's gonna come for a bit, then it's gonna go, and then something else is gonna come, and then it's gonna go. All right, that's gonna be the girl. She's gonna come for a bit, and then she's gonna go. The friend is gonna come for a bit, it's gonna go. You're gonna be in school for a bit, then you're gonna go. You're gonna be in this job for a bit, and then you're gonna go. Like there's no holding on to anything. There's a saying, it's attached to nothing, connected to everything. I really like that, because if you're attached to something, then it's not really a choice, and you're conjoined, in a way that is inseparable. And that's not the nature of things. That's not the nature of this world whatsoever. But if you're connected to everything, I think like plugged in. I have my charger is plugged in right there. So it's like it's connected. The juice is flowing. It's charging, right? It's giving it electricity. You connect with people. You don't attach to people, right? That's why even the word attached is very negative, right? Like, oh, she's attached to me. He's attached to me. They're possessive, right? Like that's a negative view to have on a person. Like, and then really just with anything, are you attached to fucking money? Are you attached to the girl? Are you attached to the guy? What are you attached to? You shouldn't be attached to shit, man. You are here for a higher purpose than any of these little tiny things. We are men of God, men of the universe. So I grew up in a Christian household. I never really liked it. I loved the scripture. I hated the practice of it because I felt like everyone was a fucking hypocrite. Nobody followed it. And so maybe the world just never saw a good Christian other than Jesus, right? So what if you were that? What if you were really the man of God? What if you really had faith? Jordan Peterson talks about this. Like, what if you really believed in God? Like, not just said you did, or like, oh, I believe that something is up there. Like, no, like, what if you thought that God had everything in his, like, what if God's best interest was to make sure that you were right, or that you were good, or that you were fulfilled, or that you got everything that you needed? My father, he used to be in his church, and he was like a preacher. He would like go up on stage or whatever and talk to everybody. And I always admired this about him. Like, we didn't have the greatest relationship for a bunch of different reasons, but that, like, I always thought was so cool. I was like, yeah, dude, like, go speak the word, bro. Speak the word. Like, tell the people what the fuck is up. That is so cool. And I think, fuck, like me doing this now, I think this is very much an extension of that. Wow. I just had a little revelation there. Shit. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah. Okay, so what was I saying? Like, yeah, so my father, he told me this passage. I remember I was in El Salvador, which is really cool because I'd never been to El Salvador with him. I was like, I had just graduated college, 22 or 23 years old. And I went to El Salvador with my father, which is a country in Central America. I'm Latin, if you can't tell by now. I don't know, I think I was just asking him about the Bible or something for whatever reason. And he told me a verse, which I should probably look it up. I should probably have this. I'll fucking tattoo it on me or something. It said, this is me paraphrasing. I don't know the exact scripture, but God takes care of the birds and make sure that they are fed. Are you not worth more to God than the birds? Like, what do you think? Like, really, what do you think? You think if God has made sure that the sun is constantly revolving, that the earth is constantly turning, that flowers are constantly blooming, trees are constantly growing and giving shade, giving leaves, the ocean's currents, they come in and they come out, there's always high tide, there's always low tide. Like, this thing is in a perfect cycle. If you really look at it, it's like clockwork. It's the universe is its own big clock. The solar system, the galaxy, it's just revolving, it's just doing its thing, and I have no fucking say in it. It's just doing it. I had no say in becoming this body. I just was fucking born here. Now I could change it, obviously, right? I shave or whatever, cut hair, work out. I could shape it to an extent, right? But really the original base material, whatever the fuck this thing is, I was not around when this thing came, you know, but I'm here now. And I'm benefiting from all of it. I didn't choose to be born to my mother. I didn't choose to be born to my father. I just was, right? And somehow, some way, I made it to now 29 years old. Holy shit. I know I don't look like it. I'm 29. Somehow, some way, I made it here. And no amount of worrying ever helped me that much. No amount of anxiety, no amount of like pain and struggle. Like, I really feel now that I was going to get here one way or another, really, whether or not I wanted to. So it like, it really could go through like martial arts, karate. Like, I had to do it. Like, I didn't have a choice. It just, it drew me in so much, which is actually why I'm so attached, why I'm so connected to the yin yang symbol, because in the back of my dojo, there was a big yin yang and it said Langley's Modified Taekwondo. And I just saw it every single fucking day. And we never even really fucking talked about it, which is so funny to me now looking back. We never discussed, like, what does this yin yang mean? We never talked about it. It was just there. It was just there. But I saw it every fucking day as I'm working out, as I'm fighting, as I'm doing my forms, I'm learning my self-defense techniques. Like, as I did that whole thing, we never talked about it, but I was just enamored with it. And I always said growing up, if I ever got a tattoo, it's going to be that. And I fucking got it. So there we go. And now we push forward. So back to the topic. I didn't even do my intro. Fucking hey, man. I just go off. No, I'm going to stay here for a bit. So, are you not worth more than the birds to God? Like I said, Jordan Peterson talks about this. Like, what if you really, truly believed in God and that he had your back and that nothing could really go wrong for you? Now, I honestly have that. And I think I have that to probably to like an extreme extent to where I really don't worry. Even when shit is going like horrible or like something really bad just happened, it's like, I know, dude. Like, I really just know that I'm going to be okay. Now, I'm thinking now of the Matrix. It's whenever Morpheus is fighting Neo. They're fighting each other in the training program. And Neo is keeping up, but he's just not as fast or as good as Morpheus. And then he's like, don't think that you're faster or don't think that you're stronger. Know that you're stronger. And this goes into the teachings now into Michael Singer and the surrender experiment. You realize your thoughts, they're just fucking things happening. It's just fucking happening for whatever reason, right? You don't control it. It just comes. Now, there is the you inside that can decide, I want to think this now. I will say this to myself now. However, majority of the time, you're just going through stuff and stuff is just popping into your head. So, where's I going with that? Yeah, so don't think like that. That's you thinking. Don't think shit. Stop thinking. I when I was like 17 years old, I made some fucking song. I was like, what'd I tell you about thinking? Stop fucking thinking. You just have to know. I know that I'm going to be okay. No matter what. Shit goes bad, shit goes sour, somebody breaks up, I lose a fucking job. Like, I know I'm going to be okay, dude. I really fucking know. And I hope that maybe if you don't have that for you right now, like you can start to work with that idea. At least pretend. Just like, I know. I don't think, I know that I'm going to be great. That I'm going to be fucking awesome. That I'm going to survive. And even if I fucking die, I know that I'm going to be good in that. If there's a fucking afterlife, or maybe I'll get to heaven. If it's not, maybe I'll be reincarnated. If there's nothing, then I'll just be nothing. Who the fuck cares? I just know that I'm good. Okay, so stop walking through your life with so much anxiety and so much pain and hurt. Like the pain is gonna come, the hurt is gonna come, the nervousness is gonna come, but like stop adding to your own fucking misery, man. You don't need to suffer so much. You don't need to suffer at all. Yeah, maybe you do. We're in these human bodies, these things, they get hurt and stuff. You have to suffer to an extent, but a lot of our suffering is self-made. A lot of our pain is self-made. This goes back to Khalil Gibran, the poet that I always talk about. Pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Later in that poem, he says, much of your pain is self-chosen. Not all of it, much of your pain. You chose that person. You chose to like that person and to get in a relationship with them, and now they're fucking hurting you. So you chose that pain, motherfucker. You chose this job, and so now you get stressed about certain shit. You chose that. You chose to still be in contact with, I don't know, your family or with your fucking ex or somebody. You're choosing this pain. Much of this is self-chosen. And it is what will allow you to understand more, as Khalil Gibran said. So just know that you're going to be good. Really, really be a person of faith, like really. And if you don't, I grew up with Christianity, so it's kind of in me. This is a Christian land. I'm in America. I'm actually in Texas right now. Like I'm in this world of that was, for the most part, colonized by Christian thinking people. And so I was given those ideas, which they're honestly very powerful, man. Religion is so powerful. But if people really practice this shit really right, like I think it could be a very beautiful thing. I always admired it. And that's what sucks, man. I always admired it for the teachings. Like I really thought the teachings were so beautiful and so great, but I thought the people practicing it were such shit. And I don't want to follow them. I don't want to follow this fucking preacher guy. Like who the fuck is he, man? He looks like a bitch. He looks like a punk. He looks like he's lying to everybody. Maybe he in himself, feels something, but it's like it's not conveying. It's not coming across. Like be authentic. That's another thing I've been learning recently with AZD. It's like people are trying to be too nice. You have to be authentic. You have to be real. And being real and being nice are not the same thing. But also being real and being rude are not the same thing. It's like there is a middle ground here of you being authentic without overstepping or violating, but also pushing enough, right? Pushing enough into the environment to where, hey, I'm here, motherfucker. I'm not just here to be ran over or just to like be glossed over. I exist and I have a presence. If anything, I have a fucking gravity. I have magnetism. I have fucking powers. I'm shooting into the fucking environment. So you're gonna feel this shit, and I'm not sorry about it. Why? Because I've worked on this so much. I've created this thing for the purpose of bettering life, and you are actually in a better condition if you are around me. I choose to be around people in good conditions and conditions that are getting better and better and better. Why? Because that's who the fuck I am. That's what I'm doing all the time. And so if you showed up here, that means that's what you're doing as well. So again, welcome. Now let's take it all back. Welcome to the Yin Yang Wolf Pack. If you are here, this means that you are a wolf. That means you're a part of the pack. You're part of the tribe. You're part of the group. You're part of the team. And I want you to eat. If nobody else in your fucking life ever wanted you to eat, ever wanted you to do well, motherfucker, you by being here, you have me. Reach out to me, talk to me. We'll talk through some shit. We'll get through some shit. I've earned this position in my life. Now, let me give you some credentials. They really don't mean shit because it's really just the ego talking. But for you to understand, I grew up in here, Houston, Texas. I got my black belt in Taekwondo. I played saxophone. I traveled all around America playing saxophone. I traveled around the world doing Taekwondo. I graduated valedictorian of my high school, and I went to Harvard, motherfucker. Harvard, the one in Massachusetts. Then after that, I became a fucking professional DJ, because why the fuck not? I love music. Then after that, I went to law school in Los Angeles. I passed my bar exam in California, and then I said, fuck it, let's do it again. And then I passed my bar exam for Texas. And that's why I'm here in Texas now, even though I live in California now. I'm getting clients here. I'm going to be training with an attorney who's going to be teaching me some immigration and some family law, because what I've been doing now is a civil litigation, which is like mostly businesses, contracts, and that sort of thing. So now I'm going to be diving into a whole new area. So all of that shit is just shit for you to realize that I have earned my position here. And this isn't just some accident or some fluke. Who the fuck are, like, if you're going to go to learn from somebody, wouldn't you want to know what the fuck they've done? What have they done in their life that matters so much? Why should I fucking listen to you? So boom, 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 boom. Those are some reasons. Now, if that's not impressive to you, if you don't give a fuck about that, then you can fucking go. Now, Also, if you don't give a fuck about that, but you like what I'm saying, you can fucking stay. Okay? So it's not about the credentials or not the credentials, it's about the communication and what is coming across to you. So if you're feeling this shit, you're feeling this shit, and we're hearing this thing together. All right? Oh yeah. All right. So it's really funny because I go out with this thing all the time, and I don't see how I look to myself or to the world or whatever. But I think I look sick as fuck. I think I look great with this. So I'm here in Texas, and it's Mother's Day. My family is actually downstairs, doing their thing. They're like drinking, eating food or whatever, which is fun and it's cool. But I can only take so much. I love them with all my heart, but if I'm there for more than an hour or 2 hours, I'm just like, okay, I need to go do something. I need to go do something productive with my life. And so I'm glad that I have this now, because I just spent probably 2 hours with them. Now I get to come back here and do my shit. This is my shit. This is me being a fucking man doing my shit. So what I do want to discuss is I think it's very, very timely. The idea of family and of friendship. These things they're close, but they're not the same thing, right? Your family is the people that you're related to, right? Your blood. You didn't choose them, you were born to them, they're just kind of around, they just kind of were around, and you kind of stuck with them. Not really. You were given to them, you were stuck with them at the beginning. For a short amount of time, you were stuck with them, you were attached to them. Now it's your choice to remain connected. Now, there are some people, there's one in my mind in particular that's actually just so fucking toxic that I disconnected and just said, fuck off. And there are a lot the ones that are downstairs that I choose to stay connected with because I love them and I think they have great hearts. And then there's like that middle area of like people who are kind of just not really doing shit. Like they're cool, they're nice. That fucking word, right? They're nice, but do I really want to like hang out with you? Not really. So that's family. And then there's friendships. Friendships, I think, is actually even more powerful because you chose those, right? You went out, you were in school, you were in a fucking team, you were in a sport, you were in something. And then you were like, hey, this guy's kind of cool. This girl's kind of cool. I like them. Let's be friends. Let's hang out together and let's do stuff. Now that's a step up because you chose that, right? I didn't choose my mother. I was blessed with her. She was a fucking angel. However, I didn't choose her. I chose my friends. I chose to move out to California. I chose to move in with IMC guys. Why? Because I think they're the best friends. They're the shit, man. They're fucking awesome. They're evolving. They're getting stronger and stronger and stronger every time. And I love to see that, man. There's the more I evolve, the more others evolve. And that's what this thing is, man. It's about pushing evolution. That's not even the right word. That's not the right wording. Like pushing, it's like encouraging. It's like announcing. It's like preaching. It's like preaching evolution. And it's not like no fucking evolution, like Darwin type of evolution. I'm talking evolution of the spirit. Evolution of the mind. You evolve as you go through things, through your experiences. I'm going to evolve this week now, meeting with a new attorney and learning new stuff. It's just going to happen. You putting yourself in challenging situations, it forces you to grow, right? So I was forced to grow when I went to Harvard. I was forced to grow when I went to LA. I was forced to grow when I came back. I was forced to grow when I went to San Jose and I moved in with a bunch of guys. Like the evolution is constant because I choose to keep it in my mind. I choose to keep it constant, right? I don't want to just half-ass this shit. I want to be the fucking best. And so much of that has to do with your mind and how you speak to yourself. Yesterday, during class, I was discussing with AZD his infield and just like how inspiring his fucking words are, man. Like that's what I want to do. Like I'm sure I do it right to a small percentage, but I just want to grow this thing, man. Like what he was talking about for me in particular was like the storyline, or rather his storyline, and he was giving me a storyline that I could use. And so it's like, like me, can I be that lawyer that when the other side sees my client, or rather when they see my filings and they see my fucking name there, Like they'll know, like, oh shit, Will's on their side. Fuck. Dude, we gotta settle. We gotta settle this shit now. We can't go, bro. We can't go to fucking trial. What the fuck? No, dude, no. All right, let's reach out. Hey, we have a misunderstanding, but we want to resolve it. We're always open to resolution. Like, let's talk this thing out. That can I get to the point where that is my storyline? And I think I can. I really think I can. Fuck, it's kind of like he just said it yesterday, and so it's like it's ruminating in my mind. It's like it's marinating, if you so to speak. And I'm really liking it. And also, that's been a word that's been really going with me a lot. Is like being the motherfucker that's like ferocious in his field, and then the word that's right next to it is a killer. Now, obviously, I'm not around here killing people, like murdering people, but like in the sense of metaphor, in the sense of war, like in the business sense, I'm here to kill. Now, if you're a guy and you hear that you're a fucking killer, like that should kind of like start to like, what? Like, for real? I could be a killer? Like, and I'm not saying we're gonna fucking kill people literally. I'm saying like you need to have that energy of the fucking warrior who's gonna go, I'm gonna kill shit. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a fucking killer, dude. And that's what the fuck I'm coming here to do. What are you here to do? Are you here to just be nice to people and just say hi? Or like, no, motherfucker, I'm here to kill. When I go out in field, I'm here to murder everybody. I'm here to kill them. All of the girls are mine. All of the high level dudes are mine. All of the fucking money is mine. Everything is mine. I'm gonna fucking kill all of it. Because what the fuck else am I gonna do? I'm here to get stronger, get better. And like I said, I still feel like I'm just like a tree starting to come out of I'm coming out of the ground now. But it's evolving, man. This thing is getting bigger. It's bearing more and more fruit. It's getting larger. It's getting wider. More power, more prestige. Me being here is me amassing more and more prestige. Me now learning, working with this new attorney. That's, dude, what is that? More clients, more people, more understanding, more work, more knowledge, more money. Like, fuck, then I could do even more. I could do more. I could, like buy better material to do my shit. Like, I don't know, maybe buy a laptop. I could probably buy a camera or something, buy some fucking lighting. Like, this thing is supposed to get better and better and better. Your life is supposed to continue getting better. And so if you're stagnating, if you're falling short, you're not doing something right, dude. Something is not clicking, something is not jiving. There's a reason that you are where you are. Now, a lot of what I've done has been really fucking good to make it where I am. However, I know there's still a lot of shit that I'm not doing so good, and as I'm probably doing bad, that needs to get cut and it needs to get changed. Needs to get transformed and alchemized into something greater. I am still here creating this thing. I'm creating the Philosopher's Stone. I was just watching Full Metal Alchemist, so those are the words that are in my head. I'm creating the Philosopher's Stone, the one that achieves immortality. And I don't even want to fucking live forever, but for whatever reason, the mystics throughout time decided that immortality is a thing that we want to achieve. And then they say that the biggest lie is that you're not immortal, right? The law of conservation of energy doesn't get destroyed. It just gets shifted into something else. So somehow I know that I'm immortal, but like, it's not going to be immortal, like in this body immortal, but it's like immortal, like I'm a part of this thing, this energy, this universe, the mind, the all. Like, I'm a part of the thing, and that the all is immortal. And me as a part of the all, or me as a part of God, I am immortal with him and with it. And that, I think that's why that's such a big concept in what do you say? In Christianity. It's like, be reborn again. Yeah? Die so that you can be reborn, but like for real. You're like a phoenix. It's constantly, the idea is that it's constantly burning and then being reborn again, and then it burns and then it falls and then it burns and it falls, and then we do this thing, we do this cycle. This is a dance. We're dancing. Dude, I fucking love to dance. I love to groove. I'm here to fucking dance, bro. Oh my, if you know Dane Cook, it's like there's this whole joke about like dancing. It's like, girls, they'll be like, I don't want to talk to any guys. I just want to dance. I just want to dance. Like, imagine some guys doing that. It's like, all right, tonight, guys, we're not talking to any girls. I just want to dance. But I do, man. I do just want to dance. But by dancing, you're going to find a dance partner. If you have a good energy, is going to come to you. And I know I have a very good energy. I have so much love and kindness and strength and power and confidence that I want to push into the world. Push, again, is not the right word. Stop saying that. That I want to encourage in the world, that I want to give to the world. I want to gift it to the world. That's good. Yes, I like that. I have so much love that I want to gift to the world. And that's what we do. Okay. I kind of wanted to get into some stoicism, but I'm not feeling it right now. I actually think this was a good amount of time. My family's downstairs. I kind of want to keep it short. Don't I'm only here for a short amount of time. And so I want to give as much to myself as I can, since I'm not here all the time. But maybe as I start coming more here, then we'll work this whole thing out. This thing is going to get better and better. And I truly believe that. And so I'm here to encourage that. All right. Let's see. If you don't know about IMC or IMC TV, this is a movement started by the founder AZD, and it is under his lineage that we do this thing. It's just about, we're really in the tradition of the Stoics. So here is my Stoic classic collections. I'm almost done, man. I'm right at the fucking end. I'm almost done. I got this shit like 2 years ago, but I read it in a certain method where, I only read so much a day, enough to give me inspiration, and I go into the world. And so we're almost done with that. It's going to be time to get a new one soon. So, okay. You can get in contact with me. I'm on Instagram at Salvi Does This, SALVI DOES THIS. Salvi Does This. And this is the Yin Yang Wolfpack. See you guys later.